Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kisha. I blog every day at kjaggers.com. That link is below. So I am back in my kitchen today. I am taking part in a Pinterest Truth or Fail healthy recipe being sponsored by Annie from Annie's Simple Life. So these are the ladies joining in. Of course, we have Annie from Annie's Simple Life. That's her YouTube channel name. We have Libby from Artistic Expressions by Elizabeth. We also have Hillary from Our Farmhouse Life. We have Kayla from Kayla Joy, and we have Jamie from The Not So Ordinary Wife also joining in, sharing their Truth or Fail healthy Pinterest recipes. So I definitely love it if you guys check those channels out, subscribe, check out their healthy video from the recipe they picked off Pinterest. See if it's a truth or fail or something that your family might enjoy that you can also make. So I'm going to kind of rewind, take you to Pinterest, show you the pin I kind of picked out and the recipe that I'm going to be making. The sun is setting. We're kind of racing against the clock. It will probably be set by the time this video is done, but I'll try to adjust, the lighting in editing. But definitely check out the very sweet ladies who are joining in. Thank you, Annie, for hosting this. I am very excited to be taking part. So let's get started and I'll show you the recipe that I picked out. So in searching Pinterest for the perfect recipe for this collab, I have settled on the quinoa chicken parmesan, and they got quite a few different recipes, but I'm going with this one from Damn Delicious. And the thing is my family is not big on quinoa. They really are not. So this promises to bake your family out, basically, and you'd never know that it's quinoa that's crusting the chicken, not breadcrumbs. And the full recipe is on damndelicious.net, and I'll link it below. But we're gonna make this, and she explains why it's healthy towards the bottom of the post, along with the recipe in full. And it seems like it's pretty easy to make. She has all of the health requirements and everything that I will probably just put on my blog post too, so whoever sees it can try it. But I am trying this and I'm excited, so let's get in the kitchen and start making dinner. So I have everything out for the recipe. Now, when I am testing a new recipe, either off Pinterest or even a cookbook, most of the time I like to write it out in full. I have a pen nearby so I can take additional notes if, I want to change something up or I notice something that I need to write down. And then I will save this usually, and it will go either in our homekeeping binder or up with the recipes if it's something I want to try again. So now with this recipe, it says that the prep time is 15 minutes, the cook time is 30, the total time is 45 minutes. It makes 4 servings, and I am doubling it just to kind of suit my family and our needs. For dinner tonight. So this is what you're going to need, and I'll tell you everything you need for just the regular recipe, and you can double it if you need to. So you're going to need 1 cup of quinoa. You're going to need 3 boneless chicken breasts sliced up. You're going to need 2 eggs that have been beaten up. You're going to need salt and pepper. You're going to need some Italian seasoning. You're going to need some marinara sauce, 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan. Now, I usually have fresh, but I didn't tonight, and I am using what many of us probably have in our kitchens already. I'm using just some of the Kraft Parmesan cheese, and you're going to need about 1/2 cup of mozzarella and 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. Very, very simple. Again, I doubled everything. And with this Italian seasoning, I made this blend myself. You can use any blend that you like, but you need some type of Italian seasoning. So the first thing it says to do is to get our quinoa cooked. So that's what we're going to start with. So the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of water for 1 cup of quinoa. Of course, I am doubling it, so I'm just following the package directions. Okay, I'm going to bring this up to a boil and then cover it and turn it down. And over here on this burner, I have a big pot going because I'm going to serve it up with spaghetti, of course. It is, you know, basically chicken parmesan. And I'm going to serve it up with a salad. Lid on, the heat's going down, and we'll let that quinoa cook for a few minutes. It will take this about 12 minutes to get tender so we can use it to coat our chicken. So as the quinoa cooks, you're supposed to add about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. So I got to add somewhere around 2 tablespoons, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I'm not breaking out the measuring spoons. It's just not happening. That'll work. I'm going to mix that in and really incorporate it into, the quinoa. So gives it that nice Italian taste. I'm going to be shocked if the boys eat this okay. I really am. I'm going to cover it back up and allow it to continue cooking for just a few more minutes. So for the chicken breast, the recipe calls for you to salt and pepper them, of course. But I went ahead and changed it up and added just a little bit of garlic powder. This is a chicken parm recipe, and usually there's garlic in chicken parmesan. So I just added a little bit of garlic powder right to the chicken breast and seasoned them up, you know, a little bit more suited for, again, my family. So how we're going to do this is take those chicken breasts, dredge them through the flour one by one into the egg and then into the quinoa, and we're going to press it down into the quinoa and really get the quinoa coated on the chicken breast. And then we're going to put them into a casserole, a sheet pan. This is a roaster that we have sprayed with some nonstick spray. We need our oven preheated to 400 degrees, and I like using tongs with the chicken. I also love these little plastic gloves. I find these at the Dollar Tree, and they are very convenient to keep, you know, your hands clean while you do something like this. So we're going to get busy, and we're going to get the chicken coated and into the oven. And real quick, I do want to talk to you about the quinoa. Quinoa is something my family is not too fond of. It is a grain. It's full of iron and high quality protein. And I found this bag of organic quinoa. It was kind of expensive at my local Walmart, which is a reason this recipe stood out to me because my family is not a fan, really, of quinoa. But if we can fake them out with stuff we already have from the pantry and some quinoa, we'll be doing really good. So definitely don't hesitate to try this. I actually like it. It just takes a little while of getting used to, and you got to make sure you cook it long enough. It looks like it pops open. And the quinoa is super easy to make. It's really, really simple. So now we're going to get busy, and we're going to bread some of our chicken. So here we go. They're all breaded up in the quinoa. They're going to go into a 400 degree oven and cook for 20 minutes. But it might take a little bit longer in these because they're pretty big chicken breast. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear and see. But they're going into a 400 degree oven right now. So the chicken breasts are straight out of the oven and the quinoa is very crispy. And now we're going to top it with the pasta sauce or marinara, whatever you have, and the cheeses. I'm just mixing the Parmesan in with the mozzarella. I'm just mixing it up with my hands. And I am actually using the Sam's Choice from Walmart roasted garlic and tomato sauce. It was like $3, and one of you guys suggested it and tried it and said you loved it. So I'm giving it a shot tonight. And you can use this or marinara. It does say marinara in the recipe, but again, this is what was in the pantry, so that's what I'm going with. So all I'm going to do is spoon out some of that pasta sauce and add it right on top of each breast. I haven't ever tried this kind, but one of you guys suggested it, so I thought, why not? It really did cook pretty fast, too. Right down over the top. You can add as much or as little as you like. Now, we are going to start topping it with the cheese and put it back in the oven for a few more minutes. My family loves a lot of cheese, so definitely don't be bashful with it if your family loves it too. There we go. Now I'm going to put these back in the oven, let that cheese melt, and get the salad ready and get dinner done. So here they are straight out of the oven. Let's get them on the plates and see how they taste. So here is the chicken parmesan. I served it over spaghetti because chicken parmesan and spaghetti belong together. I made a very simple salad and have the Olive Garden dressing over it. So right now we're going to cut it open, try it out, and taste it. So it tastes delicious. The quinoa does taste just like breadcrumbs. So this is definitely a Pinterest truth. It's very delicious and so much more healthier than breadcrumbs. My family's going to love it. Thank you, Annie, for hosting this wonderful collaboration. I've totally enjoyed it, and you definitely can check out my blog for more, and I'll post the full recipe over there just in case you're interested in making it for your family. It's time for us to eat, and I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. It truly means the world to me. I hope you guys go check out the other ladies who participated in this collaboration. They are all amazing, and I follow them, and I'm very, very interested in seeing their recipes. If you enjoyed seeing me cook and enjoyed this recipe, please take a second to give me a thumbs up, share it so other people can see it. You can follow by clicking the button at the top to subscribe. All of my social media is listed below. You can get to my blog by clicking the button at the bottom, and there are some additional videos to the sides just in case you want to see more. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.